another good ball team.
Yeah, another top 10 matchup. It seems like we say that every weekend when we're headed out in the SEC. So we'll have to bring our best game. They present a ton of challenges, of course, like everybody does in the SEC. But we've got some good days to get prepped, and we're actually going to get to town a little bit early and get some work on their field. So we're excited about the trip.
How much of is a benefit, I guess, that this little break y'all have in between games? How much of a benefit is that?
Yeah, it does feel like we have an extra day this week with the Saturday through Monday series. A break that we really don't get again as you look forward in our schedule. So it's nice. We're going to do some LSU softball things today as well as prep for them, but just some stuff to make sure our team's playing our best. So it's nice to have a little bit of time.
Does it help this team has won 6 straight headed into Florida? Does that give this group a little more confidence after losing 4 straight?
I think it was tough to go through that little rough spot. I think there's a few reasons why it happened, but I think the fact that they now know that they can get through something like that is what's going to be really good for them down the road. So I think they're playing well. I think they've played well virtually the entire season. So it's nice to see them with their confidence back and understanding that they can weather the storm.
Without giving away your game plan, how do you approach a team like Florida with so many weapons?
They do have a lot of weapons. I think some of the things we do match up really well in our favor, honestly. I think they do a lot of things well. I think their freshman pitcher is having a really good year. But I think we have some different depth in our pitching staff that will lend in our favor, hopefully.
How would you assess Maddie McKee's play the past couple of games?
I think Maddie McKee's done a really good job. I honestly think one reason for our little bump in the road was just not really responding well to being without Danica in some spots. I think some of the wins masked missing her, and we needed to figure out what our lineup looked like. We needed to figure out how we were going to be without her. I think it was almost like a delayed reaction to not having her. But I think Maddie McKee has really lived up to everything we needed her to be. I think we all feel good about her there defensively. She's had some huge hits for us. So I think she's playing really well. And I feel good about our depth, too, with her and Sierra Daniel as an option still, too. So I like our depth. I think the freshmen finally have stepped into a good role. And I think we all really like Allie Newland in the leadoff spot, which was a big question mark for us for the last few games.
Yeah, Sierra seemed like the obvious choice for that. What went into your decision to move Allie there?
Well, thank you for saying that, Jim, because I did that with you. But it was a fail, wasn't it? So thank you for being with me in that. But I think Sierra is just so comfortable in that tool hole spot. She's just done that for so long, and just a lot of the things about her game just lend her to be so good there. She tends to be deeper in count. She tends to see pitches. She does some stuff that just makes her right for that position. I think Allie Newland wants to try to ambush early and try to attack people, and sets a different tone for us. So, I think we're talking about 600-700 at bats for Sierra Briggs, most of them in that 2-hole. I think just putting her where she's comfortable made everything better. But that left us to find that leadoff hitter. And I think Allie Newland's done a good job. So we'll stay with that for now.
Was it a big adjustment for her? I mean, did she struggle with it at all, or what did
Allie?
you see? Yeah, Allie.
I do think it's an adjustment. I think Allie's kind of our jack of all trades, though, right? I mean, we can put her in left field, second base, catcher, wherever she needs to be. So I think if anybody's going to be able to be comfortable being uncomfortable, it's probably Allie Newland. I think our big hesitation to put her there was that she's one of our biggest RBI producers. So it took away one at bat with that. But you know what? Last night, if she hits it over the fence, she produces her own RBIs that way. So we'll take that. But I just think it's a different feeling, and then it lets Sierra just be herself, and kind of the rest of the pieces of the lineup fall into place with that move.